For many organisations, access to information is a key driver for implementing a new business management solution. SAP Business One delivers a number of key features to help you address this particular challenge. The first of these I'd like to show you is Drag and Relate technology. What is Drag and Relate and how does it work? Let me show you. Let's start off by looking at a business partner. So I'm going to call up one of our existing customer records in Business One, and again I'm going to work with Earthshaker Corporation. Let's assume I actually have the customer on the phone, Earthshaker, and they're going to ask me a number of key questions about what's happening with their account. Maybe they want to know the status of some orders that they've placed, and you need to drill down and see a whole range of different pieces of information to help you answer their questions. This is where Drag and Relate comes in. By going back to the main menu and selecting the Drag and Relate tab, it opens up a number of different areas that you can select from. You can see each of the main module groupings in SAP Business One is covered. So in this particular instance, Earthshaker want to know about some of the orders that they've placed. So what do? I open up the Drag and Relate screen and I want to look at their sales orders. So all I do is I click on the code for Earthshaker and then I drag and drop over the top of the sales order field. What I now get is a list of all of the sales orders that are sitting in the system for Earthshaker. Now I can see both open and closed sales orders. In this particular instance, I only want to see the open sales orders. So what do? I go ahead and click on the filter icon, and then I can choose to say only show me those documents where the status is equal to open, and then I apply that filter. Now that I've applied the filter, I have that information. With one click, I can now drill down and look at that sales order. So here we have a sales order for this particular product, which is a Server Point 1000. I can now drill down on this particular product, and I can see that this is a bill of materials. So this is an item that I'm going to assemble to meet this order for Earthshaker Corporation. Now I can see one of the components in this is an IBM Info Print 1222, and I want to see what the current inventory level is for this particular product. So again, if I go back to my Drag and Relate, I want to look at my stock and I want to look at my items. All I need to do is take that product and drag and relate that across to my items. That then opens up my item master data. From here, I can look at my purchasing data, I can look at my sales data, I can look at my stock information, so I can see how many I have committed, how many I have on order from my suppliers, and how many I have available. So right now, I have a shortage of 10. So let me just go ahead and double check and see what's happening from a purchasing perspective with this particular product. So again, I go into Drag and Relate, open up my purchasing tab, and I drag my item code across the top of my purchase order, and I can see that right now I have 2 closed purchase orders, but I have none of this particular product on order. So with this information, I'm able to quickly and easily retrieve information about all the different aspects of my business. I might have the customer on the phone, for example, and they may be interested in whether or not we have very many service calls on this particular product. Once again, with SAP Business One in the customer relationship management functionality, we offer a complete service management module. So you'll notice in Drag and Relate, I also have my service items. So I'm able to go in now and have a look at my service calls, and by dragging and relating my item number across to my service calls, I can see whether or not there have been any service calls on this product. And you can see down the bottom, I got my message saying that there were no matching records. So once again, that tells me I don't have any service calls on this particular product. If I did, I would retrieve a list. A couple of other things I can also do with Drag and Relate. If I'm not drilling down from customer-specific information, I'm also able to use Drag and Relate to give me a list of all the transactions of a particular type. For example, let's say I want my purchasing manager to follow up on all of the outstanding purchase orders. How do I do that? Again, I double click on purchase order. I get a list of all of the purchase orders that are in the system, and again I can place a filter. Show me all those purchase orders where the status is equal to open. Apply that filter. There's the purchase order, and now I can go ahead and send that information out to my purchasing manager via an internal message using SAP Business One. Simply by clicking on the email function on the toolbar, it asks me would I like to attach a copy of this information to my message. I say yes, I would. And then it opens up the messaging system inside SAP Business One. So I can say please follow up on this purchase order, and then I can choose who I want to send that to. Bill Johnson is my purchasing manager, so I'll say OK. So how do I now want to send that to him? I can send it to him via internal messaging, I can send it to him via fax, via SMS, or also via email. So I can click on email and put in his email address, bill@hotmail.com. And then I go ahead and say send, and that message has now been sent out for me. So with Drag and Relate technology, which is a key part of SAP Business One, you can access many different areas of the software and instantaneously answer your customers' questions.